Good afternoon, everyone. This is YC. Welcome back to my channel, YC Cooks and Bakes. For this evening's supper, I'm going to be making an albacore and mushroom bake. And this is a very, very quick preparation, and it's a very cheap one for the inflation that we have right now. And everyone heard it, what the United States president said, that the gas isn't going down and the food's not going down anytime soon. So we need to be prepared to do cheap meals, and in my case, quick and cheap, because we have so many people working. My husband's put in 60 hours this week, and it ain't over yet. So it's hard on us. Everybody's working so much, and everything's gone sky high. Um, so just to give you some information on this that I'm going to be making, it's very, very economical. What I did was I wrote down all the prices of each ingredient, and then the portion of that ingredient that I was going to use, I did the math for you already. So I'm using 8 out of the 12-ounce wide egg noodles. And now some of my shopping is at the Piggly Wiggly, which is a store here in the South, and some of it is at Aldi. I couldn't get everything at Aldi because I don't know if a truck didn't come in or what, but I was out of several items. And you're going to run into that too, where you're going to be able to get items, you're just going to have to jump through hoops to get all your groceries, in other words, because that's the other thing that they said, is there's going to be constant shortages. Okay, so out of the 12-ounce wide egg noodles, we used 8 of the ounces. So that was, it came to $2.01. And then my half a brick of cheddar cheese that I did came to 73 cents. And then a cup of milk, only 22 cents. It's the almond unsweetened milk. And then the chips I'm using, I decided the crushed chips that go on top of this, I decided to use sour cream and onion because I thought it would be nice to bring more flavor to the dish. And it's comes to 51 cents. And then the tuna I did get from Aldi, and it was $1.15 a can, which came to $4.60 because I'm using 4 cans. And then the mushroom soup was 50 cents a can, so that's $1. And then my can of mushrooms, could not get the canned ones at Aldi. They ran out. I had to get them at the Pig, and they were $1.69. Now, I have fresh, but I like to use the fresh mushrooms in sauteed things, things I'm doing in a frying pan and that. But if I'm just putting together like a pizza or a casserole, I actually like to have the consistency or the texture that you find with, the canned mushrooms. I rather have that texture instead. It's just something about it, just the flavor and everything. Okay, and so that comes to, for a 9 by 13 dish of this recipe I'm going to do, comes to $10.76. And divided that into 6 servings, you're only talking $1.79 per serving. That's it, $1.79. And 10.76 for the whole pan. And it's only 402 calories. If you were to cut my pan in 6 pieces, it's 402 calories. Well, if you kept all 3 of your meals that day around 400, you're only talking what? 1,200 calories, right? 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so $1.79 per serving is not bad. And so without further ado, we're going to get on to doing the casserole. And you start off by boiling your noodles. And these are, like I said, the wide egg noodles. Okay, that's what they look like. They look like that. Okay, and so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my bowl. I'm gonna use my glass bowl, and I'm gonna put you where you can see what I'm putting in it. Okay, so I've been draining these a while, so it's It's going to come out in one chunk. And you do want to grease, spray, or butter a 9 by 13 dish. And that's the other thing. If you only have 2 or 3 people, you may not want to have all this. You can cut this recipe in half. It literally can be half the amount and half the price. Just cut everything in half. But you know, for my family, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so anyway, I hope these can break up a bit because I got them kind of stuck together with draining them all at once in that colander like that, letting them sit while I gather my other ingredients. Okay, so we want 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, and I'm just using the chef's cupboard. It doesn't have to be, you know, Campbell's or anything like that, and I have 2 of them. And these are the 10.5 ounce cans, 10.5. I like when it can come out like that because it comes out clean. You know that. But sometimes they don't want it, right? And this is a good time for me to remind you to please continue to check the dates on your cans and on your milk and all your products. Now, my milk, it says March 22nd. But, no, it's not March. It's June 3rd, 2022. I'm sorry, I was reading it backwards. It's June, so the unsweetened almond milk's good till June. And if I'm not mistaken, let's see what these cans, because I read them one time. Yeah, they're good till December 7th. Yeah. All the way till December 7th. So just be mindful to keep checking everything. Okay, so after the egg noodles and the 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, you want to put in a cup. You like my heavy duty cup? I love these. My husband bought these of almond milk. Okay. So this is 1 cup. Okay. I don't know if you're supposed to take it off of there or what. I don't know how that works. I'll have to ask him. Not very graceful. Okay, let me put you back a little. All right, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw in my mushrooms at this time. And this is just one of those, this is a little can. It's 4 ounces. Let's see. So you want the star of the show. Also, we're going to go ahead and mix this up before we mix in our albacore, because we want it separated and mixed in, but we don't want it mushy either. You know what I mean? This will get the noodles separated, and then it'll help the milk stir into the soup. And you can use regular milk if you want, like cow's milk. When I say regularize, you know, but this is, you know, all of it is pasteurized and fortified, and it's actually a lot more vitamins in this one, but you know, so some people you cannot tell that if they're die-hard farm people, you know what I mean. Anyway, whatever. And if you want, you can put in some frozen peas into this. I'm probably going to put a can of peas, but I'm going to put it off to the side. Dishes like this, my husband doesn't necessarily like the peas in it. I wish that he did because I think it tastes great. I'm going to get a can of the early peas out of the cupboard and serve that with the meal. Um, if it's a soup or something, he doesn't like the peas in it. He eats peas, but he wants it off to the side, so I'll just put them off to the side. Anyway, I don't see the point in that, but whatever. All right, now, here is my tuna fish. See how it was all canned, see? And this is 4 cans, but if you're just making this, cutting it in half for 2 or 3 people, you just want 2 cans of, they were all 5-ounce cans. So this is actually 20 ounces of tuna fish. Okay. I'm sorry, I keep moving you this so you can't see it. I apologize. And yesterday I just made stuff for the kids, like turkey sausage, beans, and onion rings. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't feeling that great. I was wore down from laundry and everything because I was up doing laundry till 3 in the morning. So I was like, you guys eat. I'm going to bed. I don't want to eat. So I just decided not to eat yesterday. I just was wore down. It is what it is. Sometimes you feel like that. When you're that tired, the last thing you worry about is what you want to eat. You just want to find a bed somewhere and lay down. Because I go and do the grocery shopping and the bills, and I'm the one who takes my oldest son to work back and forth, and my husband to work back and forth. And if there's a dental appointment or a medical appointment, it's me that goes. So I stay so busy, it's just downright ridiculous. Yeah. And it's not that I actually do a lot. I mean, everyone has dishes and cooking and laundry, right? I mean, making beds and stuff. Everyone has that. But I think what it is my sleep pattern is cut up so much. Like I'll just get to sleep and it'll be time to wake up and go get someone or bring someone, or it's just so cut up. And I think that's what wears me down. That it's not like a long stretch at one time. So yeah, it makes it kind of hard. Okay. This looks really good. I'll pick you up so you can see it, and I'm going to pour it in my pan, my dish. See. And I can put a little salt and pepper in it if I want, or you could put probably even a lemon pepper would be really good. And then don't forget we'll have some cheese on top and the sour cream and onion chips. So that's going to add a little, sodium and stuff to that. So you got to take all that into consideration. I'm going to go ahead and pour it in this now. And you do cook this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. The longest thing is just basically, boiling your noodles. And you only do that for 6 minutes. Because, you don't want to put water and stuff all over them. Okay. And now you put your cheese, your fromage, and then crushed up potato chips. And yeah, and just so you know that if, let's say you only eat half a pan, or something comes up where not everybody came to dinner, you can actually put plastic wrap over this and then foil on top of that, and it freezes for 3 months. But you have to leave it out of the fridge, out of the oven for 30 minutes first, and then put the plastic wrap over it and foil, and then you can freeze it for up to 3 months. And if you want to get this, let's say you have a ton of company coming one weekend, like let's say Easter weekend, you got a ton of company coming, you can actually make this ahead of time by 2 days and put it in the fridge. And just when it's time for dinner that night, pop it in the oven and go back and visit your guests. It's perfect. 2 days ahead of time in the fridge, and it's perfectly fine. Okay. I just wanted you to know it's like simple and it's cheap, and you can do it ahead of time and you can freeze it. It's like the best of all worlds. Okay. So far that's what it looks like. And now we're gonna crush up some chips, 2 cups. And just if you cut it in half, it's 1 cup. You can chop it up like this, or just crush it in your hands, And you can use whatever kind you want. You can use ruffles if you like that texture. But I thought to bring some flavor that I would use saffron and onion. I thought, well, with this kind of cream soup, I thought, ooh, that would be good, Okay, I don't want it pulverized too much. Let's see here. The kids will like it because they're like, you mean we get to have potato chips for supper? What? Are you kidding me? This looks good. And I'll show it to you, and then I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'll bring you back. I'm going to probably get a bunch of stuff on my... Okay, I'm going to pop this in the oven. I'll bring you back. Okay, supper is ready. It was very quick, very easy. It smells absolutely delicious. You're going to want to make this. I'm going to leave the recipe in the description for you. It's fast, it's economical, it smells great. Now, having said that, do you remember that? Some of you will remember this and some of you won't, but remember that show Welcome Back, Kotter, with John Travolta as Barbarino and all that? Remember Mr. Cotter, his wife would always make tuna casserole. She always made tuna casserole. And we were watching a rerun of that one time, and my husband said, don't you ever make tuna casserole, I will divorce you. But I hope that he likes this one. Anyway, this is his lunch. And he has like a little slice of lemon and just a little bit of peas on the side. And this is my supper. And I'll bring you up so you can see it. There it is. Albacore and mushroom bake. I hope you give it a try. And I hope you have a great night.